What is going on, guys? It's Yuval here. Today I want to give you my number one tip for creating better, more interesting videos, and that is keeping your edit as short as possible. So a really big mistake that I see a lot of people doing is creating videos that are too long. They're just dragging on and they're repeating stuff. They have inconsistent themes. They have shots that basically should not make it to the edit. Generally speaking, each shot that you choose to put in your edit should contribute something to your video, whether that be in the story aspect of things, the visuals, new information, new locations, or just a very visually pleasing image. So I'm just gonna give you a couple of guidelines and things to think about when choosing which shots make it into your edit and which do not. So the number one thing you're gonna have to think about is the story. Does this shot contribute to your story? Is it adding any new information? Is it consistent with the flow of the story? Is it introducing new locations, new subjects? Is that shot motivating the story? Does it advances the story? Is your shot consistent with the mood of the story, with the general atmosphere? Does it make sense and is it necessary? And also keep in mind that you don't have to show everything that happened throughout the story. Some things can be implied and are best kept implied. So let's just take a quick example. Say you're shooting a travel video and you're currently at one location and you want to transition to another location. Basically, you don't really have to, you don't necessarily have to show all of the process that went into transitioning from one location to the other. Like, there's no need to show the flight or the driving in the car or whatever it took for you to get from point A to point B. For the most part, things like that can just be implied, and a lot of the times they're just, it's not very interesting to see you traveling from one place to another. So again, know that things can be implied and be understood by your audience without you necessarily showing them. And it's up for you to decide whether you want this in your edit or not. And that kind of brings us to the second thing that you have to keep in mind, which is the visuals. So we talked about how everything should be in line when talking about story, and all these things really apply to visuals as well. So does your shot match the overall look of the film? Is it cinematic or is it more like vlog type of shot? Is it too shaky? How are the colors looking? How is the light looking? So again, how is your shot kind of blending with the rest of your shots? Does it make sense in the context of your film? Is it a very beautiful shot, or is it just like, and then you should probably just cut it out. So let's just take a quick example from one of my recent films, my Iceland film. I had a shot of us basically just driving in the car. When I was there, I decided to take this shot, and when I got back to editing it, it just didn't really fit the whole vibe of the video. That just didn't look as cinematic as the other shots, so in the flow of the video just didn't really work, because I had like amazing shots of the mountains and glaciers and like crazy nature shots that were I was really trying to focus on like every shot looking amazing, and this shot of us driving in the car was just kind of looked like the average travel film, and I didn't want that. So it's all up to you. You have to think about how you want the video to look like, what kind of vibe do you want the video to communicate. Does your film have a very cinematic film look, or is it more of a transitions, glitchy, moody kind of video? You have to think about these things when editing and really decide if the shot that you're gonna cut in is necessary and is adding things to your video, or is just really unnecessary. So just to recap, you have to really think about what kind of shots you want to have in your video and be very selective in your edit. Only take the shots which really advance the story and align with the general theme of the video. Shots that are interesting, that have good colors, that have nice light, that have good camera movement. So you just have to really pick your top shots. Don't just put in like every other shot that you've taken, because that's just gonna result in a very long and uninteresting video. Sometimes it can be very hard to give up shots, but you really have to kind of be hard on yourself and just really think about all these things and just like be, well, this doesn't work, let's cut it out. This kind of works, but not really, cut it out. Only put in your edit shots that are really looking a part of the video and that are very strong. And obviously everything is gonna depend on the type of video that you want to make. So yeah, just keep your edits as short as possible. Cut out anything that's not really adding anything. If you do all of these things, I guarantee your video is gonna be 10 times better. So hopefully this video helped you. If it did, please consider subscribing. That would really mean a lot to me. Hit that like button. Comment down below if there's anything specific that you want to see next. Also check out my Instagram page. I'm gonna put it here on the screen. And that's basically it for today. I'm gonna see you guys in the next video.